Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
I'm Angela Cruz. I'm an intern for Minnesota Voice.
My name is Maris Rodriguez-Price, and I'm also an intern at Minnesota Voice. We're excited for you to check out our video, so tune in.
So we are a nonpartisan organization who's focused on civic engagement. That means making sure that minorities or people of color or groups that aren't usually represented in the civic engagement area are represented and their voices are heard. Minorities have always been seen as just a number or a vote, but we want to change that. We want to give them political power and make them involved in the civic area and make sure that they know that they have power and they can use it to their advantage when it comes to issues and policies. Like I said before, we want people to know that they have power, and especially minorities, and especially in today's age with the way the world is set up, they are the ones that are always left behind. So we want to make sure that they have the voice and power to stand up and fight for their rights and issues that they face every day. So we have partner organizations who we partner with to make sure that we have a specific number of voter reg, which means that these people are registered to vote and they will vote when it's whether it's primary or the general election. So the work that we are doing, we see the results by these voter reg and the partner orgs that we have and events that we hold, and when people come and show up and do the things that we need. And so whether that's 1, 2, or 3 people who volunteer regularly and make sure that their neighbors, their friends, family members are registered and their voices are heard. So that's how we make sure that our impact is being made.
The fellowship is basically a program educating community members on how they can be more active in their community. I became a fellow on the program because I'm an ED of my own organization. I got involved with community organizing about 5 years ago, but I didn't have any training or any experience. So even though we did make a large impact, we improved our impact through the fellowship. They trained me on being a director, they trained me on facilitating events, doing democracy schools, educating the community, voter registration, phone banking, GOTV, all things that we didn't actually do in the past, and it's good to be able to implement those things into our current organization. Of Minnesota Normal, and we're the national organization for the reform of marijuana laws. We're a nonprofit 501c4, and we basically do community education and lobbying to support legalization in Minnesota. Since I've been with We Vote Minnesota, we've increased our database exponentially. Legalization has taken off in the state. The leadership in the House have introduced new bills. They're trying to get it legalized in the state, basically from the work that we've done, from communicating with volunteers, reaching out in the community, holding community events, and using a lot of the tactics that I learned working with Minnesota Voice. So